Few cities in human history carry as much weight, mystery, and sacred meaning as Jerusalem. It is a city where empires rose and fell, prophets preached and perished, and the echoes of ancient prayers still cling to every stone. To Jews, it is the eternal city of David. To Christians, it is the place of Christ's crucifixion and resurrection, and to Muslims, it is where the Prophet Muhammad is believed to have ascended to heaven. But beyond faith and legend lies a story of power, politics, and survival that spans over 5,000 years. This is the entire history of Jerusalem. Long before it became a holy city, the hills of Jerusalem were home to small Canaanite settlements. Archaeological evidence shows human habitation as early as 3500 BCE. The earliest name, Urusalim, likely meant foundation of Shalom, after a local deity associated with dusk and peace. The city's location on high ground, near key trade routes, but away from the main highways of invading armies, made it both secure and strategically important. By 1800 BCE, Jerusalem had grown into a modest but fortified town ruled by Canaanite kings, who often paid tribute to powerful Egyptian pharaohs. Around 1000 BCE, according to biblical tradition, King David captured the city from the Jebusites and made it the capital of the United Kingdom of Israel. His son, King Solomon, built the first temple, turning Jerusalem into the spiritual and political heart of the Jewish people. The temple became the dwelling place of the Ark of the Covenant and the symbol of divine presence on earth. After Solomon's death, the kingdom split in two, and Jerusalem became vulnerable to outside powers. The city was invaded multiple times until finally, in 586 BCE, the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar conquered it, destroyed the temple, and exiled much of the Jewish population to Babylon. 70 years later, when the Persians under Cyrus the Great conquered Babylon, the exiles were allowed to return and rebuild their city and temple, beginning the era of the Second Temple. Over the following centuries, Jerusalem fell under the control of the Persians, the Greeks under Alexander the Great, and then the Seleucid Empire. Attempts by the Seleucids to suppress Jewish worship sparked the Maccabean revolt, leading to the brief independence of the Hasmonean kingdom. But in 63 BCE, the Roman general Pompey entered Jerusalem, marking the start of centuries of Roman rule. Under Rome, Jerusalem became a center of tension and transformation. Around 30 CE, Jesus of Nazareth preached in and around the city, was crucified there, and, according to Christian belief, resurrected, changing the spiritual destiny of the city forever. A few decades later, resentment against Roman oppression led to the Great Jewish Revolt in 66 CE. The Roman response was brutal. In 70 CE, Roman legions destroyed Jerusalem, burned the Second Temple, and left only one wall standing, the Western Wall, which remains sacred to Jews today. After another revolt in 135 CE, Emperor Hadrian rebuilt the city as Aelia Capitolina, banned Jews from entering, and effectively erased its Jewish identity for centuries. As Christianity spread through the Roman Empire, Jerusalem regained its prominence as a holy city. When Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity in the 4th century, he ordered the construction of major churches, including the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, on sites associated with Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. Pilgrims from across the Christian world began to visit the city. In 638 CE, Muslim armies under Caliph Umar ibn al-Khattab captured Jerusalem from the Byzantines. Rather than destroying it, the new rulers respected its sanctity. They built the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque on the Temple Mount, establishing Jerusalem as the third holiest city in Islam after Mecca and Medina. Jews were also allowed to return and live there once again. In 1099, Christian crusaders captured Jerusalem in a bloody siege and established the Latin Kingdom of Jerusalem. For nearly a century, the city was under Crusader control, during which it became a Christian stronghold filled with new churches and fortifications. In 1187, the Muslim leader Saladin recaptured Jerusalem after defeating the Crusaders. Unlike the earlier conquest, Saladin spared the city's inhabitants, allowing Christians and Jews to remain. Over the next several centuries, Jerusalem passed through the hands of Muslim dynasties, such as the Ayyubids and Mamluks. In 1517, it came under the control of the Ottoman Empire, which would rule it for the next 400 years. During this time, Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent rebuilt the city's famous walls, which still surround the old city today. Under Ottoman rule, Jerusalem was a relatively small town but remained a major religious center for Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. In the early 20th century, the collapse of the Ottoman Empire during World War I brought Jerusalem under British control as part of the British Mandate of Palestine. During this period, tensions grew between the Jewish and Arab populations, both of whom saw Jerusalem as their rightful capital. In 1948, following the creation of the State of Israel, Jerusalem was divided. West Jerusalem came under Israeli control, while East Jerusalem, including the Old City, was governed by Jordan. In 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel captured East Jerusalem and later declared the entire city its capital, a move not recognized by most of the international community. The city remains at the center of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, symbolizing both deep division and unbreakable faith. Today, Jerusalem stands as a city of contrasts, ancient and modern, sacred and political, united and divided. Its narrow streets are walked by pilgrims, priests, rabbis, and imams alike. Its skyline blends minarets, church domes, and the gleaming gold of the Dome of the Rock. Through war and peace, destruction and rebirth, Jerusalem has endured as the beating heart of three great religions and a testament to humanity's eternal search for meaning and belonging. It is a city that has been conquered, destroyed, and rebuilt countless times, yet it continues to inspire the world. Jerusalem remains not just a city on a map, but a symbol of faith, hope, and the unending story of human civilization.